Thank you. Here we are another day, another evening. Thankful of coming together. As I wait on you guys, I'm hoping that we'll have a wonderful evening and have a lovely talk about how you spent your Sunday so far. In general, how did you spend your weekend? Right? I know most persons were busy yesterday. Some would have gone to church. Some were cleaning and cooking and doing grocery shopping. Those who went to church now, yesterday, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining. They would be at home, probably cleaning up, preparing their home for the new week ahead, and they they would have been busy. And some people do go to church and worship on a Sunday, and the Sunday is a hectic day for they have the children at home. They have to cater to make sure that all they go through their work, but that they are done during the week, prepare them for the coming week ahead. So it's always a busy time, especially when you have to do so much within this short space of time. And more so, we are now into the daylight saving time, which again pushes us to have to push and move a little faster so we can cover what we need to cover. I regret I could not be on come on live this morning. So many things to get done in order for me to be here. No. Sorry. So that's my apology. But I hope to be on tomorrow somewhere about 11, 10, about 11. So I don't want to talk too much about that. But we are here now. And as we wait for others to come and join the live, we just give a little breather. So today has been very cold, very, very cold. As a matter of fact, some places it report that they were having wintry mix and snowing. And I really had wanted to go and do a little walk. Thank you for joining the live. A little walk and talk with you guys today. But I had to just go out and run back inside. I couldn't endure the cold. It was too cold. And I don't want to get sick. So it doesn't make sense I push myself too far or out too much. Then get sick and cannot even do the live. I would have to be in bed. All right. So that's how it went. Hi guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the live. I'm happy to have you. I think you would have looked at my title and what we're about to. So, no, this is not a brooch. This is a speaker. This is a mic. I didn't want to put it up under here under my throat, so I put it right here. Thank you. It's a mic. Welcome to the live. I don't know why you name yourself that. I don't want to say it wrongly. Motion. Welcome to the live. I do hope you'll be able to contribute. You can say, how did you spend your weekend? How did you spend it? How was your Sunday going so far? Did you have a good Sunday? Was it exciting? How was it? How was your Sunday? Thanks guys for joining the live. Thank you, thank you. And as you join, you touch the thumbs up button to send the algorithm that YouTube knows that we are live and we are connecting. Some persons are unable to connect. They tell me that sometimes, so I have to accept it. But when you do, you touch the thumbs up and participate in our discussion. Say what your weekend was about. What did you achieve? So we can get in. Whoa. Oh my. Happy, happy to know that you're out into the wide world. You can get a breather and feel relief after not being out for so long. Happy to have you, Sonia. Happy to have you. I'm happy that you're here. Happy. I wasn't able to come on today, so I said the daylight saving time rushing away. Persons are going to go to their bed so early now to make up for going out to work early tomorrow. So I realized I had to rush. Oh, rush. How was your Sunday, Sonia? How was your weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. My weekend was quiet. Outside was too cold, and we woke up yesterday morning to snow, some about an inch of snow or so. So I didn't bother to go out. I stayed in. I went out today, but it was so cold I had to hip up and hurry to get back in. Very, very cold, icy cold. And some places we're having snow. We seem as if we're going to have snow right down until about April. It's going to be a long winter. Oh, we didn't have any rain today, nor yesterday. We had rain on Friday. But man, it's cold. It's freezing. Whoa. I guess maybe outside it's snowing because since I came back about pretty close to 2 o'clock, I did not look back outside. But you can, when you're out, you see every sign. The winter mix was very strong. All right. I will not be on as long still, but I need to share to find out how Sundays are spent in some countries, especially Jamaica. Um, from my recollection, most Sundays you have persons who would go to church in the morning. Well, the Sunday churches don't really keep in the afternoon. They do go back in the evening, like maybe 7 o'clock, the night service. So in the mornings, you'll be up early. Hi, Cash. Okay. So most persons, okay, I get your points, motion and Bandit 417. No, most persons will go to church in the morning. So by 8 o'clock, most persons are out at church. And other than that, they'll be at home cooking, starting their Sunday dinner. So dinner would start very early, right after breakfast. Why were you watching me, Sonia? I prepared soup because of the time was so cold, and I used cold foot and smoked turkey neck with red peas and all. When the time is so cold, I feel like all I want is either tea, porridge, or soup. So I said I really want to do the cold foot with the butter bean, you know. But boy, it's nice. The butter bean, I'm going to do some another time. Curry cold foot, that was not been nice. Okay, motion made oxtail today. I've not had oxtail in a while. It must be nice motion. And I love cold foot, you know. I love when the curry too, you know, with the bean, you know. And I also like it when we the oxtail. There's something with the cow that we all like. Any part, the foot, the head, the different parts of the beef is so nice. But I don't do it too often because of the fact. Because when I look at the cow foot today, pressure on knife, but I didn't eat much because I say it has too much fat, so I have to throw up the water. Okay, you miss your pet cutter. Okay, I don't know that one. If I was nearby your son, I'll come and with my dish. Not even a plate, a dish. Sometimes we have to treat ourselves, you know. Just stop what we're doing and focus on ourselves. Fix a nice meal and just enjoy it. Right? Yeah, so most Jamaicans would fix their rice and peas, which you people in America they would say beans. They call the red peas beans. And we like when the rice is red and a lot of peas in the rice. Sometimes you use the peas and the stew peas, but most times we would use the rice and peas and we use a curry chicken, curry cow foot, or curry goat meat. Any way you take it, you have your rice and peas, right? Some do baked chicken, roast chicken, fried chicken. But rice and peas is the main staple there, right? So then you cook the rice and peas a special way. You don't just put the peas in the pot with the water and the rice. You have to get the coconut, and most times you grate the coconut. Well, people now use the blender and get the juice and cook the. Okay, you have been read. I see you have been reading a lot, Ian Fleming. Yes, he did, and he made the James Bond novels and movies too. Yeah, Ian Fleming was very, and they named the airport after him in Saint Mary too. Yeah, that's good information. You have been reading about Jamaica, man. So you boil the peas and season. You just killing everything to bring it to a nice flavor. And when the peas is cooked, now you add the rice and the butter and fix it up nicely. And then fix up your meat. And then you do a little salad. Maybe you do potato salad or tossed salad, whatever you do. And sometimes, we'll grate our carrot and make some carrot juice or so, some juice or the other. Even if it's lemonade, because you want to drink. And because we're at home mostly on a Sunday, whether it is in the morning or the evening, you try to have even one good meal prepared for the week. And then throughout the week, you go and take a little from it. Maybe you go to Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. But Sunday meals are normally given attention. So everybody looks for it. Everybody looks for it. Right? Let us stick to the point. My favorite toy? I didn't have any favorite toy. As a girl, I only used to have the doll. You know, I would comb the doll here and have the tea sets and those things. So I didn't really have any toy. So let us stick to the point so we can allow persons to get on, because as I say, we are not going to. I know when it comes to Sunday nights or Sunday evening this time, persons want to bond with their families and they want to go and relax by themselves, prepare their mind and the frame of thought for Monday or to start the week. Or sometimes they go back and try to get some work done. Sometimes they do a little laundry, do some little things so that they can have a little rest when they come in on Monday. So they don't have the entire week stressed with work where they go to work and come home to work again. So most time the Sundays are so heavy laden with work. Tidy the house, clean the house, wash your clothes, get everything prepared for the week. So they always want to go and stretch out and relax on a Sunday. Hi Ruby, hi, how are you doing? How was your Sunday? Happy to have you. Welcome to the live. Hope you had a good weekend. Did you have a good weekend? I hope you had a good weekend and you even had a better today. Your Sunday was just as better. Right? That's all right, Scientology. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. I wouldn't have the time right now, Scientology. Okay. No, we just talk here. Yeah, I suspected. Yes, you have to. You see, when it comes to ourselves, we have to take some time off, and I believe in that. Yes, you take time off in the week, but you're still not in the full frame of mind. When you take the time off on a Sunday, try and do your chores early. If you don't have to go to work, well, but if you have to go to work, that's different. You do your chores, get up early, do your chores early, and have the evening to relax. If it's possible, even fix the dinner so you don't have to go back into the kitchen. All you do is just warm up. Right? So in Jamaica, that's what they do. Right? And sometimes they make jello so that they can have the jello and the ice cream for supper. And sometimes they bake a little pudding or a little cake. Right? So they put so much work and emphasis. Then they have to go and check the clothes now, that the children's clothes are ready for school. The children's schoolwork is completed, the bags are packed, and everything is in order to meet the new week. So you see, our mothers have a lot to do. No, I'm not going that far, motion. Thank you, but I won't be going that far. I won't be going to any Scientology. I want to stick to what we are talking about, how people spend their Sundays and how Jamaican people spend their Sunday especially. Right? So it's the lifestyle. Sometimes what they do for relaxation, they fix the dinner, everything is looked after, and they go for a walk in the afternoon, or in the community there may be a cricket match or a football match, some games, and they would go there. or domino tournament, domino competition. Persons will go there to pass the time. So, and it's nice to go there and relax. You meet other friends too, and you have fun. You don't just lock yourself away because you have to make time. Okay, it's nice that you do it with your family. I think it's best with your family, and you can all share and interact and discuss it, right? Right, Motion? That's the best place for you to do that. All right. So as I was saying now, so you go out, some people go to concert, some go back to church in the evening. So many things that Jamaicans tend to do, right? Some go to beach, so they fix up the dinner. Some carry the dinner and everything and have it on the beach with their family. And then some are, especially I know they do that in the summertime and it's very hot. When it's very hot, they do it mainly in the summer times. But now it's kind of cool. They don't readily go to the beach to have, you know, to have that. No, I don't want to learn anything more about Scientology. I'm sorry. To do that. Okay? So that is how most Jamaicans spend their Sundays. Most Jamaicans. And it's a tradition. They oftentimes do to listen to some traditional music, right? Maybe it has to be calypso or, gospel. Most time it's reggae, gospel, or calypso. Kind of liven up the home so that, you know, people feel a little bit at home and relax. They're unwinding. Families sit together and talk and share, right? You may spend some time with your neighbor, either you go over to your neighbor's house or you're by the fence or you're on the phone with your neighbor. Most times you go back, you take a walk down to your neighbor and have a little chat, and that little chat now will lead you up to knowing things that you were missing out on because your neighbor may be a retired person, so your neighbor be at home more than you who keep going out. So they are able to fill you in on the latest of what's taking place in the community where you live. Because a working person is difficult to keep up with things that relates to the community. Because you're just on the move, work, home, preparation, work, home, that sort of thing. Right? So it can be very rewarding. And even if you don't go to church on a Sunday, you go on a Saturday, they still take the time as a rest time. They treat it as a rest time. And they are now saying that it can be used as family time. So you in your own home can choose a family time. Because Monday to Friday, sorry, persons are out, coming in at different hours. They are tired. So you come in, you rush to get some food, clean up the place, things that you didn't get to do in the morning, you're rushing out, you try to get it done when you're back home. So Monday to Friday is very not so. Children going to school, coming from school, homework to be done, place get messed up and all of that. So you focus on the weekend. And most people on a Saturday, if they're not going to church, they are cleaning their house, they are doing laundry, they are doing a lot of things. A lot of things. Or they decide to take the family out. So those who will go to church on a Sunday now, they try to get themselves organized. And they always, because they don't have church in the afternoon, I remember some days gone, some years gone, people go back to church from 6 o'clock. And then the church starts at 10 on a Sunday and dismiss at 2. And by 6 o'clock, they were they were back at church again. So you find that those church people spend most of their time at church and just a fraction of a time with their families. Just a fraction of a time. So they didn't spend much time with families. So the family time was lacking. So the family bond now starts moving wider and wider until it's gone. So now they are trying to put it back together. It's taking a lot, right? It's taking a lot because persons are now having bills to pay and the inflation goes up daily. They have to work more hours to get more pay to cover the bills and the mortgage and the car bills and everything. So you find that now, in today's world, less persons are going to church. Less persons are going to church because they don't have the time anymore. So they caught up in the home now, preparing and cleaning up. getting looking after personal things in the home. And very rare too, you get a little time to go and sit by yourself, right? To go and sit to get you have to give yourself a personal care, you know. You can't just be running and doing, right? Okay. So you go to Emancipation Park. That means you're in Jamaica then, right? Well, if you go to Emancipation Park, I've never been there. You could still sit and reflect, you know, and you could probably, well, I don't know if you'll be there alone. So, do you go to church motion, or you just go to the Emancipation Park by yourself? I thought you'd go with somebody so you can have a little talk, chit chat between and sharing and talking. But whatever you do, maybe you're going to interact with nature, so you might feel better. And you said you have been away for 8 years and now you're out. So you try your best and enjoy what nature and life has to offer. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Right? One step at a time. Some persons don't have anywhere to go other than they're inside the house working. They're working. There's nowhere else to go. Nowhere else. They cannot afford to take their family to go anywhere. So they just stay home. No, no, I don't want to learn about Scientology. Not for now. I'm not interested in that area of discussion right now. And I don't think I'd want to learn about it. So maybe you could ask somebody else when you go to Emancipation Park, right? I'm not about that. Yeah, so when you look at Jamaica, I chose Jamaica because I love to look at that country, right? There are so many things that happens that people can use for relaxation. You can go, like you said, you go to Emancipation Park and relax. You can go to the beach. You can go to Kingston waterfront. You can go to, I wouldn't even say a river because the river to me is limited. You may not see many persons at a river. But if you go to the beach, you're likely to meet persons on the beach, which will be able to interact with you and share in a discussion, right? And you'll be more, you'll be more happier than you're by yourself. You'll be more happier. So, guys, tell me. So, one person told me what they fixed for dinner, and it was so interesting that I started to salivate and say, "Oh, I would really have eaten some." And tell me what you guys did for your Sunday evening. What did you do? You make a nice dinner. Everybody said, wow, the dinner is nice. And you felt very good. Or you bake a nice cake or a nice pudding. Or you made a nice drink. Because sometimes we do things today and it comes out well. You do it next week again, and the same things you use does not give that taste. You ever notice that? The same things you use in what you're doing now, and you use the same things again another time. You get a different flavor. And you didn't change anything. So sometimes I really wonder if during the process of preparing, something got slipped by the way and didn't get to, marinate properly. Salt, I wonder if you know that saltfish is an expensive meal. Saltfish is not cheap, motion. Saltfish is not cheap. Saltfish is expensive. There were times when saltfish was cheap. Nobody would want to say they're having saltfish for either breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Right? Saltfish is now an expensive meal. If you look at ackee and saltfish, the ackee is not as expensive as the saltfish because the saltfish is imported and it's very expensive. It's a lot of money for saltfish. So anyway you prepare saltfish is expensive. So if you're gonna have saltfish next Sunday, an even more expensive meal than you were having beef, goat meat, chicken, or pork, or fish. Saltfish is expensive. So you're going to have an expensive meal next week. And you know, saltfish is nice too by itself. You put a lot of onion and tomatoes and season it up with vegetable seasoning and nice it up. With your rice and peas, it is very tasty. Anything you put it with. Okay, on the four-man grill. Okay. So that's supposed to taste. Would that saltfish be the saltfish that has a lot of salt, or is it the fish that you get from the sea and you fix it up and put it on the grill? Which of the fish is that? I know the salt fish where you salt it. It's salted and it's mainly imported from either America or Canada. And they fix it with salt, with ackee. I love saltfish, you know. It makes you can use to make fritters. Nice saltfish fritters. You can put it with cabbage, with callaloo, with ackee especially, our national dish. Yeah, man. I'm getting stuffy. Yeah, so Sundays are important days, and most Sundays you have popular events, right? Because people are more available during the week. Sometimes I remember the years. I kept saying days, the years gone by, or times gone by, when okay, no, I don't, no, thanks, emotion. I don't want to go too far because for me, I just, whenever I buy a little pack of saltfish, it's mainly because I want to put it with either cabbage or to make some fritters. I don't really, go too far. I love the fresh fish from the sea, but that's how it goes, right? So, because persons are available in their communities to do any community activity or for the family to have fun with, it's mainly on a Sunday or a Saturday on the weekend. You find that even when they plan funerals are held, and mostly they are well supported if they are held on the weekend, especially if they have it on a Saturday. You find the community people comes out more to give the support because they claim that during the week they have to settle for. No, I don't have a number for you to call me, so we can make that sort of contact, right? You can give the Scientology talk a little break now. You can give it a little break because I don't want others to think that I'm entertaining the Scientology. I want that because I posted on the thing that we're talking about Sundays and how persons spend their Sunday. I want persons to contribute. I don't want to come and run away thinking that I'm here talking a lot about Scientology, right? Because I don't want to claim that I put up one topic, one title, and then I'm doing a different discussion. Right? I hope you understand me clearly. So they give support to functions, and some people have dances, parties. If the birthday is even in the week, they wait until the weekend to have it because more persons are available. They're planning functions, weddings. They prefer to do it on the weekends because the support is more there. So you're going to have a big function, big dance, or big something like Vibes Cartel. They put it on either on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So those persons are more available to come and give their support on the weekend, especially on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning. Because if the family decide to eat out, they will not cook. They will all go out someplace and have their meals. And sometimes too, they prepare the meals at home and take it with them. And then they go and camp out someplace and have their meals and have a good time. No, the topic is not It's not on Scientologists. It's you do Scientology as a way of how you spend your Sundays. So Scientology is not the topic. It's how persons spend their Sundays, especially in Jamaica. But you say you spend yours doing Scientology, and I wanted to hear how some people spend their Sundays. But some persons have, they have left. And I was trying to enlighten persons how people in Jamaica spend their Sundays. I couldn't tell them about Scientology. I don't know about Scientology, but maybe you had access to learning about Scientology. I'm just trying to, educate persons on the things that Jamaicans do on a Sunday. So if they happen to go to a Jamaican home, they would understand before they go what to expect. Well, if the person stay at a hotel, it is different. But just wants to enlighten persons, educate persons on how people spend their time on a Sundays, because Monday to Friday is normally a working week, because Jamaica doesn't pay by the hour; they pay by the days or the week, or week, fortnight, month. So a person may work Monday to Friday, but in some sectors, their day off comes at different time. The day off may come in the week, and they have to work Saturday, Sunday, and some other days in the week. Yeah, so I understand you told me that you study Scientology on a Sunday, which is good for you, right? And that you're a Jamaican. I'm proud of you being a Jamaican. And you're studying Scientology on a Sunday. But other persons who would probably do other things, they may not bother to say anything, they're just gone because you're interacting with me only about the Scientology, right? But we don't have all evening, so just about a few minutes more to go, because I don't really stay very long on the live. More so it's a Sunday evening, and like I said earlier, persons like to go off and chill with their significant others and do, their relaxation and catch up on pastimes, family wise and family times, watch movie, have popcorn and sorry, that sort of thing. So I shouldn't even come on this late. Yeah, man, I appreciate what you're talking about, motion, but just like I want to kind of change it a little bit. You're bossy, you have fish and oxtail. I have never had oxtail in a long while because I will eat oxtail, but I'm not really an oxtail lover. I might have it once or twice for the year, but I'm not that sort of person. I love cold food. All right. So that's how it is, guys. It's been a wonderful evening. I'm happy to have everybody on. It could have been more. Persons can share. It was on emotion sharing. So persons can also share how they spend their Sundays. Some persons may, if it's during the cricket season, and guys, persons used to watch cricket a lot. People used to watch a lot of cricket, right? Cricket used to be a number one game in years, but I realized that it's not as if West Indies, because they have been losing matches over the years. Very rare they win test match. And those persons that we knew about in long time, Michael Holding and some other persons, they have gotten older now. So, the new age is not for cricket, I realize. It is more leaning towards football or soccer, right? So persons don't necessarily want to be a part of a cricket team because it's like the cricket teams are limited. I don't know. I don't see the cricket going anywhere. I remember the days when Sabina Park was active. Test match upon test match, right? Series upon series. They have them at different locations. The West Indies playing Ireland, playing New Zealand, playing India, Pakistan. I think the first time I heard the name Pakistan was during the time when the West Indies were always winning their matches. Right? They were always over the place. So many series. And I remember when they had So some people were not supposed to go to South Africa to play in the 80s. And I remember Lawrence Rowe and some other persons went, and I think they banned them from the team. All right? So you don't hear nobody. You used to see, I know of communities where the guys would go and you see crowds around the play field and they are there playing their cricket. P Hill. Hi P Hill, how are you doing? Happy to have you, P Hill. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to On the Live. I hope you had a great day today and had a great Sunday evening as well. How was your day today, P Hill? Welcome to the live. How was your day? Did you have a good day today? Are you having good weather there back wherever you are? P Hill? Is it sunny, rainy? I know it's not snowing. P Hill, is it sunny? No, well, it would be sunny now. It would be sunny now. I don't even know what time is it now. You would be having any sun now, P Hill? No. No, it's going up to 7:30 almost. Yeah, man, I know it's hot. The sun is not shining there now, but I know it's hot. Yeah, long hair lady, trying to change a little bit. The time is cold. I'm trying to keep my ears warm. Yes, I know the place is hot. I can imagine. That's the only thing, you know. I'm happy for well, they say I can have a cake and eat it. Here, it's cold. Today I went out. My son and I went out, and I'm telling you, it was freezing and there was no snow. But they had winter mix different places. And it was so stiff, so cold. I wanted to do a live. And I couldn't. I have to just sorry, I had to keep myself posted. I couldn't. Because sometimes you want to do a live outside, talk to person. I mean you're talking like I'm talking to you now. But I couldn't risk it at all because I didn't want to end up in a cold. So when we go out, we come back in and keep warm. And because of that now I find myself most Sundays we have soup. Because when this place is cold, it calls for tea, porridge, or soup. So that's what we do. So I hardly prepare, as I was saying earlier, rice and peas and whatever it is on a Sunday. As a matter of we have anything on a Sunday, but when the time is so cold, and then by the time you share your thing, by the time you share the meal, and if you don't have it at the same time, and within 5 minutes to go back, you have to go and have it a little warm up because it's getting cold. Right? So we have to enjoy it. When I'm there, it is so hot, and you run the fan for so long, and the fan give you hot air, and then no, you cannot even rest well because the place just feel very warm. And it's not like when you could sleep with your windows a little crack. So sometimes outside is so cool and nice, So the night you have to just have the whole set a certain way to cool out before bedtime. And then when you go to bed, one time you could sort of half mask the window, and the good night air come in and cool out the place. But you can't. It's too risky now. You can't do that. So you have to just, if you don't have AC, sorry, you turn on the fan, and the fan spin for a while and give you hot air. Then you have to turn it off. But here now, I don't know. This summer is going to be very hot. It can be manageable if you don't have to go out in it. And I think someone like the coolness though. This is my platform, Motion. I'm sorry. This is my platform, so I choose what I want to discuss. Right? I'm sorry if you are not happy with this topic. Maybe you can go to another platform and share your topic that you want to talk about. Okay? I have no hard feelings with you. So if you want to go I can just say bye. And maybe another time you can stop by if you wish. Okay? And thank you. So, as my topic say, talking about Sundays, um, most persons choose after they have cleaned up their home in the morning, they go to in the afternoon or after dinner, they go to some place. And then some places, some churches do have services in the evening, like 7:30. So you find that persons, both denomination, both Sabbath keepers and Sunday worshippers, they tend to go to night service. It may not be very long, maybe a 2 hours, but not very long. So that's how it is. And you have some go to movies, some go to concerts, some go to all different places of enjoyment because they see what you have posted, so they need to. Okay, if they need to contact you, they see what you have posted, so they will. So I wouldn't have to tell them. Okay. Okay, bye. So back to what I was saying. So that's how persons back home in Jamaica spends their Sundays. And some people prepare the meals for maybe the less fortunate. Some will take to the hospital or to some place in their community who they know may be sick, unable to prepare, and give them something. Give them a care package or give them a meal. Because as I said, on a Sunday, people tend to cook. Well, most times, the rice and peas stretch more to share than if you had cooked like yam and banana and those things. So it's easy to put some rice and peas and some meat and a little vegetable into a plate or a dish to give somebody who is in need. Because not everybody eat yam, not everybody eat banana, breadfruit, cocoa, dashi, not everybody eat those things. But most persons do eat rice and peas and the tossed salad. So if they don't eat the chicken or the fish or the goat meat or the beef or whatever, they will have the rice and peas with the salad, with the tossed salad. Or they don't eat rice and peas, they will just eat the tossed salad alone. I'm not a mean person, motion. Right, my throat is acting up now because I was out in the cold air. I'm not a mean person. I'm not kicking you out, but you're trying to press me to talk about Scientology. So, as I said, if persons who are here now are persons who should go back and watch the live and are interested, they will contact you. All right? You have a wonderful evening and be blessed too. You see, I encourage persons to share their feelings and talk as long as it's being respectful. I don't chase persons away, unless you are being very rude. And you were not being very rude, but you were just pushing me to talk about Scientology. And I can't back up that argument because I don't know anything about it. And I don't want to stray from the title that I had before. All right? So you enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good night. Bye. Okay, back to it now. So persons use up because they may not work on the Sunday or on the weekend, I should say. It's easier for them to do that for somebody. Motion, you're a troublemaker. You hear? You're a troublemaker. Goodbye. I realize that, Goodbye. You're a troublemaker, man. I was out in the cold today, so I think that's why my throat is acting up. But I'll go a few minutes more with you guys. So you can tell me how you spend your Sunday. What do you do on a Sunday? Maybe not necessarily what to do today, but what do you normally do? And that also, we have different church groups that goes out on a Sunday to do evangelism. Sorry. They distribute tracts, religious papers to person. Troublemaker. Motion, you're a troublemaker. Hmm. Right? So they distribute religious documents to pamphlets to persons and try to witness about their religion because they too, church groups realize too that persons are more at home on a Sunday, they are more relaxed, and they will spend a little time to listen, or they are able to give them a track if they are not able to listen to them. Because sometimes when they go to, I remember the days when they used to go to some person, a particular group, normally go to people's house, and people run and hide because they would spend the take up because the persons in their homes have a lot of things to do, and they try to entertain them and tell them, say, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes, and they will have them there for the whole day, and they cannot get to go back to do the work that they want to do. And then what happened? The people are there pressing them to listen. They are not interested because they want to go and do their chores, because sometimes it's even a rainy period. We have to have, and in Jamaica, you don't really dry with the dryer. You mainly put your clothes out in the sun and the line to dry. So you have to attend to that first thing in the morning, especially during the rainy season. Right? Yes, Sonia, I remember, because I do it. You have to wake up out of your bed early. Thank you, Sonia, for being patient with me. Right. Early because they sometimes by the time you get up, you're looking for the sun to shine out, to say sunrise, and you look outside. The place is overcast, and you know you have a bag full of clothes to wash, including children's clothes and the week's clothes and the uniforms. And you have yours that you wore for the whole week, and your husband and whatever. The place to be cleaned, and you don't see any sunshine. Then you get a little edgy, and somebody come to tell you about the word of God. I'm not saying that you should not listen, don't get me wrong. And you know you have things to do. And you try to tell them politely that you're not able to stay to listen because, and they're still talking and talking, and you don't want to be disrespectful. And by the time they are gone, and you try to push with what you have to do, by the time you put the clothes on the line out to dry in the sun, there comes the rain, the clothes are wet up again. That's sort of, thank you for being patient with me. The clothes then get wet up again, so they take a longer time to dry. And there are instances I've seen it happen to me where the clothesline, your clothesline, never choose to pull apart and fall to the ground until when it's raining. Reason being, the weight of the clothes, with the rain within the clothes, the stick that holds up the line maybe slide down a little because it's wet. It can slide either side of the line, or it just slide down on the earth, or the line itself bursts, or one of the posts collapse, and the things them all in the dirt. It happened to me more than one time, and I've seen it happen to persons. And what you have to do, when the rain is finished, you have to go back again and wash them over. And then because you were listening to the persons who were there, you start to swear. And so when they come another time to you, run them and you hide. That's what people used to do. You run and hide and tell the truth, I'm not at home. I cannot stop to talk with them. I have things to do. Because when you look, the children are there trying to clean up their rooms, and you're there trying to wash the clothes. Maybe you don't have a washing machine to wash them, so you're out there with the water and the soap in the pan, rubbing and scrubbing, and trying to wash quick. Because you have to wash the children's clothes first. Then you do yours because you want to get them dry so you can get the space on the line. Right? So you have to start early. So most persons in Jamaica do not sleep late on a Sunday morning. Maybe up here they do because everybody practically using the dryer and the washer in the house. So, but back home, you don't have much person that have the dryer. A lot of persons have the washer, but not the dryer, because we have the beautiful sunshine to dry the clothes. We have the beautiful breeze that blow so that the clothes don't get dry quicker. So you look forward to getting your work done. Then you have to go and clean up your house, dust up the furniture, clean the floor, sun the mat, Do all these things. Change your bed things. These things takes time. And if you're not careful, you start back work Monday more tired than how you should. That is why most time persons go to work on a Monday. They are so tired. And they work very hard on Sunday. Work very hard. Right? They work very, very hard. So when they go back to work on Monday, they're tired. And luckily, some homes have children where they can help to do a little of the chores. And you have to cook the dinner in time. And so while you're washing, you're cooking the dinner, you're raking the yard, you're cleaning the house, you're dusting the place. I don't know how some men do, but they're really good. They're really God sent. They're strong. Really, really strong. And they have wisdom. Wisdom in what they do. So that's how it is, guys. I don't want to be too long or too lengthy. I did not be here until this time. But I say, let me just share and see how you guys spend your Sunday, what you do, what you do not do, what you like to do. You know, some people just like to. Some Sundays you will not want to do anything. You may not want to do a thing because your body is so tired and you're mentally drained. You had a long, hard week. You just leave the things in. I may just fix the dinner and just, okay, no, you want your food to eat. You need to feed the family. I say, okay, we're going to go out and have dinner somewhere. We're not going to cook. You're too tired. So you see, you have to find time for self-care. Think about yourself. Are you going to run yourself down and then you collapse at the stove, collapse at the table because you're so tired? So on a Sunday, Jamaicans, like I said before, let me do a little recap. They like to prepare a nice meal because the rest of the week can be anything, any little thing come together. And they like to go where other people are to share, whether it's church or to some concert or somebody's funeral or somebody's nine night or somebody have somebody who died. They like to go and spend some time there, or they go to some place of relaxation, something in the community. Maybe there's a show, there's some cricket match, and these days there are so many football matches. There are more football matches than cricket matches. So they try to catch up, interact with the community, know what is going on. Because if you don't interact with the community, you will not know what is happening. And if something is going to happen negative, you're going to walk right into it without knowing. So they have a little time to catch up. And sometimes they lock off from everybody stay home. Or they just go to the beach. The beach is normal when the time is very hot. And see somebody say it's very hot there now. So you can imagine earlier today. But we are in Lent, and now is the time when people consume a lot of fish. So maybe that's why Motion was talking about having fish, saltfish next Sunday. So, that's how it is. That's how it is. So we spend our Sundays basically a little different from here in the States. Whether it's Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, sometimes you're here, you don't even know which day it is. You have to pinch yourself to find out or ask. But back home, you know, because the person's going to church either on a Saturday or on a Sunday. And earlier times, you would see so many persons sending their children to Sunday school or to Sabbath school earlier on a Saturday or a Sunday. But like I said, children are not going to church much as before. They are glued to the digital world. And because they are glued to the digital world, the parents allow them and they don't force them away, they just allow them because they claim that they are there, they are seeing them. But spiritually, they are not being molded the way they should. The way they should. Because they are just focusing on the technological world that we are living in. Right? So, to all my friends and my subscribers, my viewers who have popped in to spend some time with me, I thank you. And I hope those who have not subscribed will have subscribed and follow my other videos and share the videos and the live Participate on the live when you come, guys. I'm not somebody who will chase you away. As long as you give respectful views and try to stay within what we are talking about, I will certainly give you the time. Because we need to learn from each other. We need to share. I don't want you to take your time and come, and at the end of it all, you say, "Oh, this was a waste." I want us to share and interact. So I'm leaving the floor open for the next minute or two for persons to say how they would like if they did not spend their Sundays the way how it is done in Jamaica. Tell me how you spend yours where you're at. Where you're at, don't run away, where you're at. And put a thumbs up on the live, guys. Thank you for putting a thumbs up. And let it look as if we are here, we are nice people. Don't make it look as if we are a set of people who are just antiquated. We're not antiquated at all. Just thumbs up the live, man. Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. The more you do that, you encourage me to stay on. What I like to hear how some people spend, how some persons spend their Sundays. They spend the time just doing house chores. They spend the time baking a special cake or pudding or something, or cooking a special meal. What do you do on your Sunday? Do you go to church? What do you do? Do you go around and distribute religious pamphlets to persons witnessing about the Lord? What do you do? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. I tell you, sometimes when I think of moving on, that's the time the Lord said some people said, don't move. Thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. What do you guys do? Tell me, man. Just share, man. Somebody, and even after the live, persons from just about anywhere who subscribe, go to the live and watch the live again. So although we share now, if you keep it to yourself and don't share, when somebody go and watch the live again, which we call a dead live, they will not see the point. And maybe you have some good points there and don't want to share it. Or maybe you don't know how to share it. Just type it in, man. Just type it in. And when somebody comes, they will see. They'll hear my voice, but they'll see what you type. I must say this has been a wonderful Sunday evening, and it's gone to Sunday night because it's going up to about 8 o'clock now. Going up to about 8 o'clock. Let me check. We're spending right now. Oh, 7:49. No, let me say 8 o'clock. It's going up to 9. This is went up to 9. My God, I was looking at the old clock and say 7:49. It's later. So, guys, I'm happy that you're able to spend some time. I didn't. The time now for me is running away. I have to go practice this time because this time I'm going to get into trouble. Because I was saying it's going up to 8 o'clock, but it's going up to 9 o'clock. So I have to start my live a little earlier. But I said this evening, I can't let the time run away because I should have come this morning, but the way it was so cold, I couldn't do the walk and talk with you. So I said, even tonight, I must come. And I did. I did show up. I did show up. So, guys, we're going to have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. If you're watching from here, I know it's going up to 9 o'clock and persons going to get ready to run to their beds or some last minute things to get done. Bye, Sonia. Bye. And persons back in Jamaica who may be watching, I don't know. I know it's still early for you. It's going up to 8 o'clock. So you probably don't know some people like to send their children to bed by 8 o'clock. Bye, her Alexia, the Cruz. Bye. Well, you were on. I'm happy to have you. See, I'm about to go and I see persons coming on now. So it seems as if I won't be able to leave. Because I don't like to leave before you all tell me goodbye. I like when you say goodbye and when you're going. I don't like to tell you goodbye. When somebody comes to your home, it's not the best thing for you to just tell them bye at the door and come inside. You wait until when they say, you allow them to say bye, and they go, and then you go, right? So it has been a wonderful evening. And as you know, we are on to daylight saving time. So if you have a question to pose or something to say, sorry, you can put your statement, man. Say something. Don't let me have. I can give a little more time, and I can give a little extra time. I can give a little extra time, but don't let me give the time, and you're not going to share something about what you do on a Sunday, right? As we base our topic, how Jamaicans spend their Sundays, right? Okay. So Alexia said, how is it? My Sunday has been good, Alexia. Only thing I could not have, I wanted to do a live when I went out today. But I tried, but it couldn't. It was too cold. Everybody was running and hiding inside. So it was pointless of me trying to walk and talk casually to you guys. And I was so cold. You see me have on this thing to keep my neck warm. So I said, it's better if I stay home. 'Cause I had to return home, right? Alexia said, okay. So it was still beautiful. I cooked a pot of cow food soup, right? And I did enjoy it. And as I say, I'm happy most persons normally cook. If they don't cook any other time in the week, they make sure they cook on a Sunday, right? To make sure that the meals are there to last. Well, you will have for the whole week, but you'll have it for a few days. And you cook, Alexia, and I'm sure your family enjoy the meal. I'm sure they do. I'm really sure they do, Alexia. Curry chicken and rice. Yeah, man. Of course I do that sometimes. I like curry chicken and rice, you know. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Especially white rice with curry chicken. Yeah. You see, you cook what you have, and everybody will eat and be satisfied. You go and cook something very expensive, you're going to be unhappy to say you spend so much money to prepare this meal. That's what you have. Curry chicken and rice is expensive meal. I cook curry chicken and rice too. I cook the other day. I cooked brown stew, not brown stew, stew chicken with rice, and I'm telling you, rice and peas and stew chicken. It was so nice. It was as if I have not had it in a long time. But sometimes we have to take over the kitchen, you know, especially on a Sunday. During the week, nobody is really fussing about what they eat, but when it comes to Sunday, they want a proper meal. A proper meal. So with that song, I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Have a good week, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow at about, let me say, at about 11, hopefully, because I have to get myself back into groove now with this new time because they changed it now. Come back November, they changed again. So when I came first, I had like the daylight saving time. They know we don't use it in Jamaica. But after me come and then they go back to the standard time. And now they're going back to the daylight saving. It's kind of confusing. And it's like right now I have to be in another hour. I have to run into my bed because I have to try and get some sleep, some rest to be up early tomorrow morning. So I will be running late. So I have to leave you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday evening and God bless. And we meet again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.